How's it going, guys? I've tried to do this video a couple of times and then I did a ramble and it went completely 180 from what I wanted to do. So here we go for the third time. Let's try to get this done. So I was on Facebook. I was trying to join a group, and there's a bunch of groups out there for comic book readers, like trades, stuff like that. And I want to have a back and forth with people. I want to talk. I want to have discussions about these things. Marvel, DC, Independence, Boom, Image, whatever. I want to get back in there talking about this stuff. I have friends. My friends don't really care about comic books. They don't. They got their own hobbies that I'm not into. But there's things that I want to talk about and discuss, and go to somebody like, hey, have you read the new Hulk series, or have you read Something's Killing the Children, or blah blah blah, or what do you think about Spider-Man and all that stuff right now. But yeah, when I was joining this group, they had two questions. They had the first one was kind of stupid, like who would win in a fight, Darkseid or Thanos. Like, I'm sorry, I am a Marvel guy, but I'm just gonna pick Darkseid. Like, I don't know the whole backstory between these two characters. I don't. I know Thanos has the Infinity Gauntlet and whatnot, but beyond that, it's just like I think Darkseid would kick his ass 10 times out of 10. It's just like who he is. Like, if you've read Superman, you know he's just as strong as Superman. Like, and Superman is stronger than the Hulk. So when I look at it, Thanos is just a big giant purple douchebag that Darkseid would just beat the crap out of. But beyond that, that's just my opinion. Now, with the second question, this one really intrigued me because I've never really heard anybody talk about this. I've never had anybody discuss this with me. What makes a comic book a comic book? Is it the art or is it the writing? And that kind of made me think. I really had to stop and think about that when I read that question, because I've never really took the time to think about stuff like that. Usually when I pick up a book, it's always the art. The art is always going to grab me first. No matter what happens, no matter what's going on, I need visual candy. And that's the thing. I think that's the major thing with comic books. You need that visual candy to, get you wanting to read that book. Even if, the writing's horrible, the art is great. And there are some where artists should never be able to, have a comic book, because some artists are god awful. And I can name some artists from the 90s and some today that are just horrible, that should not, like, I don't even know how you guys have jobs. My 11-year-old son could probably draw better characters than some of you, but I'm not going to name bash. Some of you have your own opinions and who's really bad. So if you are watching this and if you want to talk about it, you put that name down in the comments below and you let me know which artist is horrible, because I will probably agree with you. But I think deep down, a comic book is art. Hands down, 1000%, it's art. It doesn't matter what the story is. You can look at the art if it has no words in it, and you can come up with the story just by looking at these pictures. And I think that's what a comic book is. I'm not knocking writers. I'm not. There are beautiful comic books with beautiful stories in them. Hands down, there are just as many good writers as there are comic book artists, but there are a lot of shitty writers that do not care, that do this for a paycheck. And you could tell which writers I like that when you read that. Sorry, I'm stubborn. I get too excited when you read these books. Like, are you doing it for the paycheck? Or are you doing it actually for the passion of the character? And you could tell when there's passion, when it's an independent book and it is an artist writer combo where it's the same guy. You could tell where his passion is. You can tell he wants to tell the story. He wants to tell it as much as visual as it is in the written. So, there is that. But when you got Main Street guys from Marvel and DC that are just like writing shit ass books, but the visuals are beautiful. And, I think that kind of takes away from the book. But, I love a beautiful cover. Like, Sam's got beautiful covers here. They're not original covers for the comic book. They're different artists, and I love that. When you go to the comic book store and you're looking through your books, you see like 10 of the same covers, which, some of them are great. Like 9 times out of 10, the covers are great. But then you got variants. And you want to get those variants because that's what draws you into the book. That's what makes you want to buy these books, is the art. But, I don't want to keep going on and on and on. This is going to be a kind of a short video, but I just wanted to get it out there. And I want to have discussions about this stuff because I think it's important when it's a comic book community. Like, what do you go for? Do you go for the art or do you go for the writing? Is Chris Claremont coming in with a new X-Men story that you just got to read because he's this fantastic writer of X-Men? Or do you want, like, oh, God. Oh, Mark Bagley for Spider-Man. He's my favorite artist of Spider-Man. Mark Bagley is by far my favorite Spider-Man artist. And if I know he's working on a book like the so-so run of the newest just Spider-Man title, he did the art and I just had to grab whatever issues I could grab off that because I just love Mark Bagley. Are you a Jack Kirby fan? Are you a Steve Ditko fan? And, Hulk and Spider-Man? Or do you like Stan Lee's writing? Oh, I wish I could love Stan Lee's writing. I wish I could. But it's, that's another discussion, but I will get to that one later on. But let me know, guys, down below, what's more important to you? Is it the art or is it the writing when you're picking up a comic? And I would just love to have that kind of discussion with you guys. But, yeah. So, like this video if you want. Share it. Let people know. Subscribe if you want. That's cool if you don't. If you just want to watch my videos, that's cool. Like, I don't do this for the subs or the views. I just do this because it's fun for me to do. But I do appreciate it when you guys do watch it, and I do appreciate when you guys interact with me here. It just makes me not ramble so much, but I am rambling. But anyway, guys, so you know what to do. So I love you, and I will talk to you later. And Ripley did not want to join my video today. Her fat butt is sleeping in her bed. I try to get her up. I try to wake her up and try to get her in here, but no, she doesn't want to. She doesn't love me anymore. Do you, Ripley? No. Anyway, guys, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye. You know this can't be a video without you, right? My little chunkosaurus. Hey? People watch my videos for you. Where were you? You left me. And you're reading. Ew, you're reading Secret Wars. What's wrong with you? Say bye. You don't care.